finish off this evening. And I'm sorry if it's been a wee bit late, but...
Can you tell me, am I anywhere near Letterbreen?
Who are you?
Well, I'm Mary, but most people just call me Big Mary.
Woo!
But more than that, who are you?
I'm Stephen, I'm the minister of this church.
Oh, Stephen. If you were my minister, well, I'd be in church every Sunday.
I just might enjoy Sundays a lot more. Can I tell you about anything, or why are you here?
Well, to put it simply, I'm just looking for a man. I've been told that the most eligible farmer in Letterbreen lives around here somewhere.
Who on earth would that be?
I believe he's Robbie McCourt. I'm told he has acres upon acres of land. He's always selling cattle. He works in the vets. He works in the mart. And to top it all off, he's supposed to be the fastest weed licker in the West. Why, he must be loaded. He will be some catch. But there's one problem.
What would that be, Mary?
Oh, it's that old mother of his. She's had him tied to her apron string for the past 30-odd years or more. And she just won't let him go. It's a crying shame. But I have a plan. If I could just get him on his own, I'd just crank up the old Mary charm and I'd reel him in. But to do that, I might just need a little help.
Well, I think there's a few people here who just might be able to help you, Mary, so I'll leave you to it.
Oh, isn't that Stephen guy really lovely? I bet he's married or spoken for. All those good-looking ones, they're snapped up so quickly nowadays. But anyway, talking about being married. I was once married to a lovely wee farmer called Willie.
Woo!
Now, I thought so much and so highly of my wee Willie that I decided to write a poem about him. It's a sad poem.
Oh.
Oh, it's far more sad than that. Would you like to hear it?
Yes.
Trouble with my happy. Wee Willie still lived with his mother, though he was 54. He just worked away on the farm, never went out the door. A miserable-looking critter, as thin as you could get. 7 stone would have been his limit if he was soaking wet. Then his mother passed away. To her funeral, neighbours came. No longer there to shelter him, Willie was now fair game. At the graveside, there were several girls. Please turn off your phone. I made sure they kissed him. But Big Mary waited till the end. She wasn't going to miss him. A hefty heifer, man she was, as broad as she was long. She gave him a hug and lifted him with big thick arms so strong. Like a roaring fire were her cheeks, like tree trunks were her legs. Every morning a lobster fry, sausage, bacon, eggs. When she finally set him down, she said, I might call some day for tea. Willie was dizzy, feared, and flummoxed. Aye, that's all right by me. So she started to call with cakes and buns, for she was a fair old baker. He thought that she was after him, but she was after acres. You see, she had a wee farm of her own, nothing but green bushes. Her wing of sheep, they had to graze in amongst the rushes. She had got her eye on his nice land, its rolling fields so green, the good farmhouse, the tidy yard, as nice as she had seen. She turned the charm up full on him. He thought she was a clinker. It wasn't long till she reeled him in, hook and line and sinker. Before he knew it, the dip was set, and she had him up the aisle. But they had no choice with her size, had to walk out single file. Into the wedding car was a squeeze. She must have been 20 stone. Willie was jammed up against the glass, for she filled it on her own. That night he got into bed before her, sort of feared he lay still. Then Big Mary, she got in, and he sort of rolled downhill. I think it's straight to sleep, she said, for that big day did weary us. He lay in tight at her back. The heat from her was serious. He thought about the coming winter and how she'd keep him warm. He thought about the buns she'd make and how she'd help him farm. She'd be a queer help with the sheep, for lambing was a battle, and with her size, she'd fair block a hole if it was moving cattle. Aye, he slowly came to the conclusion she'd be good about the place. Soon he was drifting off to sleep with a smile upon his face. So how does this story end up? The marriage, was it a go? Was it happily ever after? I'm sorry to tell you, no. For later on that night, disaster. The marriage was ill-fated. Big Mary rolled over in her sleep. Wee Willie suffocated. Well, I've just been told that Jack and Evelyn have organised a big concert somewhere in Letterbreen tonight, and And that means they'll be out there at that. So, that just means one thing.